How's it going, lads? Welcome back to another brand new episode of The Sarthak Show. I am Sarthak Mehta, the host of this show, and we do this show on the regular basis where we talk about a lot of stuff that is happening in football, of course, on the currently basis and the foreseeable future. We're almost done with the Euro 2020. Of course, the very important semi final is done, and now we are on to the final games, and they are the only ones that are left to be played. But we are not here to discuss that today. In today's episode, we are focusing on PSG and their summer transfer signings and how that might help them conquer Europe. Quote, question mark, unquote, because this is a very tough question for PSG to answer. Maybe since the last, I don't know which year, it has been every year like that. They crash out of Champions League because of some reason or other. They have the players, they have the money, but I don't know what is the missing link. Maybe in the video, the players we will be talking about are the missing link. So let's see. Without waiting, should we get started? Okay, roll it on. Starting with some signings that are already sealed and some of them are for sure confirmed. That is the likes of Donnarumma, and of course Ramos was announced today only as a PSG player. So here is a list of the players who are set to be in PSG colours from the next season. These are Wijnaldum, Hakimi, Donnarumma and Ramos. Of course, three of them have been officially announced, and now the latest one was Sergio Ramos, and only one that is left is Donnarumma. And I'm sure that after the Euros, when Italy is done with the final, Donnarumma will be announced as a PSG player soon, and it is only a matter of just a little bit of time, and he'll be a PSG color. Sorry. Sure. Now that we have some names on the table, let's discuss that how these might individually benefit PSG. We'll start with Ramos. Of course, Sergio Ramos, a huge name in football. After Madrid and Ramos failed to reach an agreement, it was PSG who finally landed the player, an experienced player at the highest of levels, who will help the League One club in their pursuit of the Champions League. We don't know, question marks on it though. It remains to be seen who will be Ramos' teammate at PSG. Neymar will be at the club, we know for sure after his contract renewal, but things with Kylian Mbappe are not the same, as he refused his contract because he wants to leave and he wants to join Madrid or maybe some bigger side that we don't know about still. But that is uncertain for now, and Neymar for sure is staying, and the rest of the players that have joined the PSG of course will be surely Ramos' teammates. So PSG can expect a lot from Ramos. He's a very high profile player, a very good leader and a very good master of his own art, that is defense, and there are very few that know better about that position than him. So PSG fans can expect a lot from him. Moving on the list, we have Achraf Hakimi. I'm sorry for my pronunciation of the name. I'll prefer using the word Hakimi instead. PSG have stepped up in their summer recruitment by signing the international fullback Hakimi, of course, one of the brightest young talents in the Europe right now. The defender played a key role in helping Inter claim their first league title in 11 years last season, contributing 7 goals and 11 assists in the Serie A. Hakimi came through the ranks at Real Madrid, if you don't know, and also spent 2 season loans at Borussia Dortmund before joining, of course, Inter. And that is a very crucial part for him because Hakimi, we are here talking about a player that is now very well experienced now, has played abroad apart from the players where he grew up, of course, in the Spain, and now has a bags of experience and won a Scudetto with Inter Milan, of course, and that will give him a lot of confidence, of course, and his versatility to be playing as a wing back, as a right back, or maybe as a right winger if you want, because he's such an attack-minded player. He can pop up in different positions to help your team offensively and really can be a threat when going forward, as similar as going backwards. So this is a huge asset for PSG. Moving on, we have another brilliant player, that is Georginio Wijnaldum. This is the one that got away from Barcelona's hand because Wijnaldum, as he was saying, that in his last press conference against the Ukraine where he played in the Euro 2020, that Barca were much slower in the conversation for the deals to happen and PSG were much more clearer. So it was an easy decision for him to join PSG, the French side, rather than going to Barcelona and play for them. And of course, there are also reports that the Judge International was being tempted by the high wages offered by PSG and not by Barcelona. As we know, the Barcelona board right now is in kind of financial struggles, but that is a different story in itself. So talking about the player in particular, Wijnaldum is a very, very good player who has made 237 appearances for Liverpool since joining from Newcastle in July 2016. He has won the Champions League and the Premier League during his 5-year spell at Anfield, out of which the most tempting for the PSG must have been the Champions League experience. He is surely one of the most improved players in the last 5 years and will be looking to add some more trophies to his cabinet from PSG years are coming ahead. So PSG fans should also be excited about this Dutch international who might prove to be an asset to win Champions League. So these are all the players that will be joining PSG, and of course some who have joined as we were talking about. But now let's talk about some of the table position of PSG, their best performances and the UCL path, and of course the exit. PSG's last year's table position was disappointing, although they only finished second. But the PSG, when you are in the League One and you are PSG, you are expected to win. Oh boy, yes, because in that kind of league, you are expected to win because people, when they say you are in the Farmers League, you are bound to win it. And with the type of the squad they have, the type of the money they have, with the type of the players they possess, they are expected to win. And they were last time outplayed by Lille, who won the league title. It was by only 1 point, but because credit to them, man, they put in the work the whole year. They don't have the assets like PSG. So not having the assets like PSG and of course not having the quality of players like PSG and the services, they did very well and they were the deserving winners. So that's all. That's the end of it. There is no debate about it. PSG have to go again next year, play well, because now they have a much better competition in the league and have to go toe to toe with those players and get back their title. That is the only thing they can do. And about the best performances, now they have the different players. Now they have the different quality of best players with different leadership experience. Now they can expect some of the performances during those knockout stages of the Champions League where they were falling short, or you can say where they lost their nerve and got out of the competition. Of course, we know that last year they got out against Man City. Some unfortunate events, but they were outplayed clearly. And before that, they went to the final, but they lost it. Only a goal when they lost against Bayern. But it's a lot, man. Some things need to go their way. Some things may never go their way. But okay, this is confusing. I'll recap it.
Few minutes later.
Now that sometimes things don't go your way, but sometimes you need the missing puzzle pieces to make the things go your way. So the 4 players that we have talked about right now could be the missing pieces of the puzzle that PSG were looking for. These pieces of puzzle may comprise Sergio Ramos's leadership, Hakimi's versatility, Donnarumma's experience in goal. Of course, he's very young, but he is a brilliant keeper. And the 4th one is Wijnaldum, a former Champions League winner. Of course, Hakimi won the Champions League, Ramos won the Champions League, but I'm just adding to it the element. If you want, I would say Hakimi, a proper good right back, and Wijnaldum, a proper box-to-box midfielder, and Sergio Ramos's defending qualities, if that is what you want me to put it out there for the direct sources. This is the best opportunity that PSG can have, I think, because Neymar is now 29, Mbappe is about to leave. If he is going to stay, you better win it right now, this season, because it is a lot of blame game that will be happening after this season if PSG doesn't win the Champions League. So these are the expectations for the future for PSG right now with this jam-packed squad. But that's it for this epi. Hope you guys liked this one, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment to tell me how far do you think PSG will go in Europe this season. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.